There is no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. You really have to put the work in. I'm 12 years in the game, made a grip of cash, became a millionaire, lost the millionaire status, had my mail held which forfeited me to maintain that status, created 5 companies and a dropshipping store along the way, a couple of stores, penned 12 books, 4 physical and 8 e-books, owned 60 domain names and several certifications along the way. Somehow I maintained a 9-to-5 in a relationship at the same time. Women of color are often depicted as chaotic, incompetent, crazy, and all over the place when my credentials and accomplishments claim otherwise. I've said it before, I want to be a housewife now. I never stop learning. I'll never stop coming up with pinky in the brain masterpieces. I'll never stop pushing free as fuck. At some point, I realized I needed to heal myself from childhood wounds, from abandonment, neglect, verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, PTSD, anxiety, and overworking. The feeling of not being adequate enough because I felt I wasn't good enough. When your parents work more than they do to help you, it takes a toll on your mental health. When work becomes your norm, you tend to neglect self-care. Many of us have been drilled with the American dream and neglect the most important part of that dream, the person who is set to achieve the dream, which is you. After years of overworking, I decided to consult a therapist to heal the wounds I could no longer heal. This is why I'm always preaching the importance of self-worth, self-healing, living right, and pouring love into you before you pour into another. I shut down my wound because I felt wounded. I wasn't promiscuous, I was always in a relationship. However, those people weren't always whole. They were wounded. Therefore, that energy transferred to me, and I needed to heal both internally and externally. Over the past 12 years, I've done so much to grow and elevate to achieve a false dream called the American dream, not realizing it was something created in the 1920s to keep people in bondage. I am not a bondage type of person. I do not conform to society and their demands. I'm placed on special assignments because I know Source desires me to heal people, places, and things. Realizing that I may have been a karmic energy at times, healing was the only thing that I could do to become free. Free as fuck, in fact. People often ask, how do I become free as fuck like you? My response is always, do the shadow work. Dig into those parts of you that prohibit you from sleeping peacefully. When I realized my mind kept me up at night, I wanted to sleep peacefully. This is why I look 28 forever. And y'all next expose y'all true age. What will you do to set yourself free from trauma and karma? I share my woes because there's no reason to keep it to myself. Half of healing is releasing what no longer serves you. Realizing that my family may have been karmic and I chose to free them all from the chains that may keep them down is the reason why I do what I do today. Everyone cannot be saved, but you can learn to save yourself to save others. The first step is healing and changing your mindset to the opposite of karma, which is dharma. Think of the opposite instead of the darkness. This is what I did to become free as fuck. Are you free?